The New Year's Eve in Ukraine was not festive at all. The Russians conducted a massive missile and then drone attack on Kyiv. Among the damaged infrastructure, the sport complex, physician and geographical departments of the Taras Shevchenko Kyiv National University. This is not the first time that the university buildings have suffered from the Russian missile terror. In autumn 2022, the main building, as well as the philology corps, came under the fire during the first strike in a series of mass missile and drone shellings of the Ukrainian capital.
I was in my room in the dormitory, and there I was preparing to celebrate the New Year. I was busy cooking various dishes. Accordingly, I prepared food, and I heard one explosion first. It was not very loud. Then a few seconds later, I heard another explosion. It was louder. I was already scared. The explosion was so loud that my hands were shaking, the windows were shaking. Minutes later, the first photos of the white building of the university appeared, which is opposite the sports complex. I had a thought, please, only not the sports complex. And then the first photos of people who saw the sports complex appeared. I was very disappointed. Honestly, I even cried a little.
And on December 31st, the Russian missile landed on the territory of the sports complex of the university, having blown out the glass windows of the building. Note that most of the facade was made of glass windows and vitrages, so the damage caused by the blast wave is truly colossal.
According to the explosives experts who inspected the scene, it was a downed air-to-ground missile. Literally half an hour after the explosion, I was at the scene when it was possible to approach it. The police arrived, rescuers arrived according to protocol. They surrounded the scene. After the permission of the bomb technicians, we began to check the next shift of workers, security, administrative workers, and established that everyone is alive and healthy. They say, yes, of course, there are psychological traumas, there are stressful situations, but no one was hurt.
The European educational community firmly stands in support of the Ukrainian struggle to defend itself, and the University of Granada in Spain publicly expresses their opinion on the situation on social media.
The University of Granada emphatically condemns the attack suffered by the Taras Shevchenko National University of Kyiv at the hands of the Russian army. Although, fortunately, there have been no human casualties, the bombardment has severely damaged different facilities. This attack against a university institution is unjustifiable and violates international law. Almost a year after the start of the invasion of Ukrainian territory, we demand that the Russian government end the violence, and we stand in solidarity with the Ukrainian academic institutions, its university communities, and with the population of this country in these difficult times. University of Granada on Facebook.
Luckily, there were no human casualties, and even the university appliances were not destroyed. Glass was the only to take damage, and the cleaning of it is still going on after almost a week after the strike. The Taras Shevchenko University rector Volodymyr Bugrov says that restoring of the facilities is already in active planning, with funds being requested from the government of Ukraine and donors, who can donate money to rebuild scared but not broken education institution of Ukraine, which is widely considered the best in the whole country. Reported by Pavlo Stelmach, Diana Kolesnik, Dmitro Kokotov, UATV News.